I did like the Jedi stories. I did like those because like that was showing like the fall of Dooku. Well, the
Oh,
fall of
you talking about what?
the side stories, the little ones they did with like Ahsoka and
Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa! Mute that shit! Holy fuck! Sorry,
no, it's fine. Wait,
I had the stream in my ear, and oh boy! All
we
right.
started.
Hi, everybody. Yeah.
Aye.
So back to the kyber crystals. I thought the kyber crystals were more rare than what these.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy said, "Fuck continuity."
Well, oh.
She doesn't believe in creating in the legacy of the man who made Star Wars.
Doesn't believe in creativity.
But
Do
yeah, I did
do.
like the
Episode 5 was good. We're back to talking about Star Wars Visions, the last episode 6, 7, 8, and 9.
I didn't the more I got into it, I didn't mind the dancer episode because I kind of liked the twist at the end because if it made you like I don't know, I feel like that's something the Empire would do.
Yeah.
That feels like something the Empire. Oh, this is a baby. Let me turn him into a better soldier or something like
Yeah.
that.
The story, okay, so episode 6, it's by Studio La Cachet, whatever, called The Spy Dancer. I didn't mind the episode. I thought it fit into the Star Wars universe relatively well because of the whole trying the rebellion, doing whatever means necessary to track down to a spy on the Empire. And the little mix in there with her son taken away and almost killing him and all this other stuff. And yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
the moment we saw his face, I was like, that's her son." Like I don't know, it was I saw it coming a mile away, but
well,
well,
little 15-minute stories. There's only so much foreshadowing that's not
I
only
meant
so
like
much foreshadowing that's not going to give the whole plot away.
I meant like I caught on to it the moment we saw his face. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know that was gonna be him. I was like, okay, she's gonna fuck up her. She did fuck up her spy mission to get revenge.
Not so much. Oh yeah, to try and get revenge, she screwed everything up. I don't think she screwed everything
She
up
didn't screw it up.
completely because when
She
she
blew
gave
her
him
cover. That
definitely
was
blew her cover, but also when she handed him the piece of her necklace, it had the tracking device on it.
yeah. Maybe that's so she could find. That wasn't for the Empire. That was so she could find him.
Well, yeah, but they had the tracking devices on all the rest of the stuff. Nice little distraction dance. The animation was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
And like I said, that was I did body positive stormtroopers, the big bulky stormtroopers. I don't know. Yes and no.
They
You're gonna
aren't.
have
They
different
aren't
size
clones
stormtroopers. They're not
anymore.
clones, and yeah, they're not clones anymore. And so you got the big bulky guys, kind of like thinking about it. It reminded me from the guy from Andor, the one in the first 3 episodes. I think second or
I
third
didn't watch
episode.
Andor. Remember,
You should watch Andor. It's good.
I
When he's been,
I
no,
hated Rogue One.
no, no. This is good. Andor is good. It's a story. I mean, a lot of people are going to say first couple episodes are boring, but it sets a story. There's world development, there's character development, there's character arcs. It's act like whoever is responsible for writing whoever the showrunner is for Andor, they need to take over Star Wars. Like Kathleen Kennedy, go away.
It's
Whoever's
John
responsible.
Favreau, the guy who
Huh?
did. It's John Favreau, the guy who did Mandalorian.
No, there's got to be somebody else involved because Mandalorian was just was cookie cutter action hate, cookie cutter action set pieces with member berries all over the place.
Yeah, because John Favreau loves Star Wars, but then
But
Kathleen
then,
Kennedy
how did
started
he accomplish Andor? Andor has like one person in it.
because that's a story she didn't care about clearly, so she didn't put her hand in it.
Oh, good. Please, Kathleen Kennedy, prove you don't care about anything else and keep your hands out of Star Wars and let.
That's the only excuse I can think of is that she just didn't care about the property because like it's not
Oh,
Ray. It's
Kathleen
not
Kennedy obviously does not care about the property.
like that's Ray. It's not Ray or any of the strong female characters I'm trying to build up. So I don't give a shit about your little project. So do whatever you want. I don't care.
Andor was good. Andor was good.
I
But
mean,
wait, I'm just a hater and I hate Star Wars. Yeah.
I love the original trilogy and I love the prequels trilogy.
No, if you don't love it all, you hate it.
You know what? I don't give a shit. I'll like what I like and I'll hate what I hate. Just like I hate I. It's not just Miles Morales, by the way. I hate every Spider-Man except for Peter because it's all fucking lazy.
It's all derivatives. I don't know. What is it? Spider-Man 2099? That was the far future version of him was okay.
No, no, no. That's not him.
No,
That's another guy who has spider powers. Doesn't have spider sense, by the way.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't have spider sense.
Oh no, spoilers! No, it's from a comic book.
Yeah, if you haven't read the comic book, then point is the only thing I liked about that Spider-Man was that he was worthy to wield Mjolnir, but he never used it. He only used it as a staple to say, "Hey, I could take this hammer and beat all of you, like
Mm.
all these pissant Spider-Man villains of his time, without breaking a sweat, because I'll have the powers of Thor. But I choose to use my Spider-Man powers to beat you, to prove I'm better." At any point, he could have just called that hammer and just been like, "Nope, you're dead."
Spider-Man threatening Kingpin, probably one of the greatest panels.
I mean, Peter,
Pages.
right?
Yeah, Peter. Going after Kingpin, probably one of the best pages of Spider-Man like ever.
Or when Spider-Man stops holding back.
Well, when he just breaks into prison, confronts the Kingpin, and explains to him in no uncertain terms that I can kill you anytime I want to. If Aunt May dies, I'll be back, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
I read it like every time it shows up on social media everywhere. I sit there and I just read it. It's like,
I
yeah,
don't know if it's new or not, but there's a comic out there where like Deadpool accidentally swaps bodies with Spider-Man for like
Deadpool.
yeah, Deadpool, and like
Huh.
he gets into a fight with I think it was the Vulture, and he's like, "I said shut the hell up," and he punched him, and
You
he
sure you're not
killed.
talking about Ultimate Spider-Man, where
No, it's
it's
not.
actually
No, it's not
it's
Doc
Doc
Ock.
Ock?
That's not Ultimate. That's the Spectacular Spider-Man, I think.
Oh,
Or
whichever one it was, where Doctor Octopus switches
no,
places with
it's not
Spider-Man, and
that.
then
No, it's specifically Deadpool.
Doctor Octopus dies. His body dies, so it's Doctor Octavius inside Spider-Man's head, realizing that, oh crap, Peter's been holding back this whole time. Oh no! Punches somebody's jaw off.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it you that told me Spider Gwen is getting? Somebody told me Spider Gwen is getting her own clone saga.
I don't fucking know, man. Nor do I give a rat's ass about that.
It's regurgitated stories over and over again. They're just going to pick a different iteration because they have no ideas, they have no creativity, and they wonder why nobody gives a toss about the writer's strike. Oh no, the writers and the actors are going to go on strike. Cry me more.
Yeah, no. I said this before and I'll say it again. I hate rehashes of characters. I don't care about the color of the skin or the race change or
Give us
whatever.
something new.
It's like it's just the same fucking character, but either he's got a penis or a vagina, or he's black or white. They took the popularity of Spider-Man and they used it to make Miles because like, oh, you can't criticize.
They are taking the popularity of Spider-Man and milking it for absolutely everything it's worth. And you know what? I don't necessarily have a problem with that as long as the stories are interesting.
I do.
I
I'd
said I
rather.
don't necessarily have a problem with that.
I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't care. I hate them all. I wish they would stop fucking just
They're not
making it
going to.
making like female or gay or racial changes to any character. You know,
Or cripple.
it's become
Cripple
so
Spider-Man.
fucking.
Did you see that one?
No, I don't give a shit. I'm probably not going to see the fucking movie, honestly.
Paraplegic. I'm absolutely going to see the movie, but no, it's a comic book. It's a paraplegic Spider Woman. I think it's a Spider Chick or they non-binary Spider-Man, with that carries their wheelchair on their back, paralyzed from the waist down. The webs shoot out of the crutches, and it's like in all the panels and all the pictures that they showed off, legs are just flopping around in the breeze. It's like, hold on, That doesn't make any sort of sense.
Like you
And
know that Wolverine's daughter X2 or his clone, whatever, the female fucking Wolverine, she's got her own daughter now, or little female Wolverine. It just it's beginning redundance on redundance. It's fucking stupid.
and yet manga is kicking everybody's ass, and people like Eric July and Razor Fist and Shad Brooks are coming up with their own stories and their own characters. But oh no, they're anti woke. It's like no, they're just there. They're stories. They're independent content creators who decided to say fuck you and go out on their own. And yeah, I'm all
You know what?
for it. I got the Rippaverse. I got ISOM #1. I'm waiting for Yaira #1 and Alpha Core #1, which is being done by I cannot remember his name. He did a lot of Batman. What the fuck is his name? Shit, I'm ashamed now.
I don't really know the comic writers for most of the stuff, and honestly, I don't care.
No, not my channel, dumbass.
You know,
Do, do, do,
what was I gonna say? I really feel like
Chuck
Miles.
Dixon. That's who it is. Chuck Dixon.
I really feel like Miles is a lot like. I feel like he's a new age Static Shock.
Why didn't they just stick with Static Shock?
Well, it's DC.
Oh.
I feel like Static was a better. If you want to make a good black character, I feel like Static Shock was the better choice.
Leave Falcon as the Falcon.
There's a thought. I'm talking about a young black guy. Like, you want to do it right. I feel like if they were going to ever do it right, Static Shock was a good creative way to go. Now, I don't know if he had comics before the cartoons. I was young and I grew up watching the cartoons before I started reading the comics. And I loved Static Shock. I watched that shit on WB for Kids, whatever.
I watched a couple of them. Original release for the Static Shock cartoon is September 23rd, 2000. Static Shock comic is, oh Lord, Static. Wait, I guess it would be Static. Virgil, let's see. It doesn't say the character's name. Yeah, Virgil Hawkins, 15 years old. Original Static was 1993.
Okay, so his cartoon came out 7 years after the
comic. He was originally a comic book adapted for a cartoon. So there you go.
Still, he's a much better character than Miles Morales.
Ooh, you know what'll get Twitter spurging out?
Saying Spider-Man should be white or something like that?
No, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
Well, that's the fucking truth, because they couldn't use his name because they had to separate them. They're like, oh,
Well, they tried to separate. No, Miles Morales' comic books are still called Spider-Man, or Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it's still called Spider-Man. But it's just, it's a fun thing to do. It's a fun thing Gary with Nerdrotic likes to do. He just every once in a while he just gets on Twitter and goes, Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
Miles will never fucking be Spider-Man. Okay, he'll always be Miles.
But it's just the funny thing is it's a statement of fact. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. And everyone, and like people on Twitter just go absolutely nuts, just flooding his inbox and the replies with, "You're just a racist. You're racist. That's a racist. That you're racist."
You know what the original concept for Spider-Man was? Why he wore the mask, from Stan Lee's words,
so that he could be, so that anyone could see themselves as Spider-Man. Yeah,
yes.
I know. Mm-hmm.
He was already designed to be
relatable,
woke, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Well, no, just relatable. The problem is people, this delusional idea that in order for you to relate to someone, they have to look like you. It's superficial bullshit, and it's like I've talked about it over and over. And I'm gonna scream it till I'm dead. If you are that superficial, you need to go talk to somebody.
Like, any little kid could put on a Spider-Man costume and say, I'm Spider-Man, no matter if he's black, Hispanic, Greek, German, Russian, fucking any other nationality I'm forgetting. There's a lot of them, I know.
Now, see you go there talking sense. Just, common sense is not, that's not something you do on the internet.
It's
Belch.
it's so stupid that like people like they had. I don't understand. Like
I still want to see into the. I still want to see Spider Verse.
go see it. You know, I'm probably gonna end up gonna go see it. I don't want to, but I'm still not gonna watch The Little Mermaid. I don't give a
Don't
fuck
no.
about that.
It's so. It's like I was talking to my dad. Now there are a few scenes that they added. They added 3 new songs. One for Ariel, one for Eric. He cannot sing. It's dog shit.
I,
He cannot sing. He has no pitch, no tone. Cannot hold a note. Nothing. I'm sorry. They could have helped this dude out seriously. And of course, there's the Scuttlebutt song with Aquafina that was just like, why is this in here? Are kids going to like this? Are kids
you
going to get
know,
up and start grooving around? This movie, I don't like. There will be people. Obviously, there are people that are going to like it. I don't think it's. I don't think the
well,
movie's
no
going to succeed
shit.
because
People are gonna
Spider Man
like it's
Across the Spider Verse is going to fucking dunk this movie next weekend.
it's gonna be
It's going to
the
fucking
Twitter
dunk it.
crowd. If anyone's gonna see it, it's gonna be it's gonna be them and like, oh, it's
Uh,
so progressive. It's so moving forward. It's so what the fuck ever. No, it's you
well,
just changed Ariel to a black girl so you can hide shit movie behind a ship behind a black girl, so that way she takes the fall, and not you, Disney, because you're a bunch of soulless cunts.
tell us how you really feel. Um, it's fan baiting. It's 100% fan baiting. Like what they're trying to do with the casting, the live action casting of Astrid for a movie that doesn't need to be made. Um, oh wow, How to Train Your Dragon. Um, it's the actress that played Joel's daughter in The Last of Us, and it's like, wait a minute, I'll accept this because the little bit that she was on screen in The Last of Us on HBO, she made me give a shit about the girl's death, about the character's death. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't. Yeah, if
so
it's
as
something
far as her acting chops for such a young lady, absolutely fantastic. I'll fucking applaud it.
I
And
don't care
she's,
about race swapping for the
yeah,
sake
no.
of if you're just trying to pick a good
Oh, but people are
actress.
going to play, oh, they're Vikings. They need to have Viking this and Viking that. It's like, just give me a good fucking story. I don't care. Give me good acting, a good story. I'm
No,
done.
if you're
I'm
trying
done
to do
caring about.
a historical movie and you're trying to be historically accurate, that might be a thing you need to look into.
How to Train Your Dragon. Yes, they are Vikings.
Oh,
Sure.
I'm talking about like a
Okay.
live action like historical movie.
Oh, you mean like Anne Boleyn and Cleopatra? Oh my goodness. Anne Boleyn. Oh my
Like
God. Thank you, UK.
I don't care if they race swap a character in a movie and because the actress is good. I really don't give a shit about that. But
Oh,
when
that's the
they
reason that they try to claim it's the best person for the job. And it's like,
yeah, bullshit.
whatever. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. And, with
And
Astrid, it's like, okay, I'm really good.
I don't dislike Aquafina. I actually do like her, because I liked
What?
her in Shang Chi and I liked her in the Renfield. I thought she was good at Renfield.
Oh, God, that's Aquafina?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
the cop who was
Yeah.
helping him kill everybody.
Oh, okay. The angry twat.
She was angry for good reason.
I know. But that fucking song. But no, like I was saying, when you add something to a movie, there's a couple of scenes in the movie that they added to it, and like the reason you add to a story is to make it better, to improve it in some way, shape, or form.
Or at least
And
to
the
honor it.
scenes, well, honor, added, whatever. It's an attempt to make it better. These scenes did not do that. They did not accomplish what they should have accomplished. So they shouldn't have been in the movie. And again, like I said in my video, they took the chef out. Fuck this movie. If they'd and go, like if you remember the song Les Poissons, can you imagine Gordon Ramsay in the movie doing that song?
I
I'll
mean,
I'll take that every
was he the
day.
one who played the chef, or is the chef just not in the movie altogether?
No, he's not in the movie altogether. He's not. The song's gone. The chef is gone. The whole scene is gone. Les Poissons is not in the movie at all.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
So, and Ursula's delivery, like Melissa McCarthy's delivery, her singing, and just no. And I think she had some sort of Brooklyn accent to it that was absolutely unnecessary. Oh, excuse me, I'm all belching and shit. But the movie was like meh at best, 5 out of 10, maybe like pushed sixes, pushing it.
I haven't even seen it, and I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's not no, it's not that bad. Okay, it genuinely isn't. It is mid at best, 5. It's a very average movie. It was definitely unnecessary because it doesn't. The only change really in the story is the ending of the movie, and that was an unnecessary change. Everything else, it's like the first hour is practically, I mean, beat for beat, scene for scene from the animated show, from the original animated movie. The straight up. Her Ariel's motivation for wanting to become a human, they're exactly the same. She falls in love with the humans. She wants to be with it. Well, I want to be where the people are, and wants to walk and dance and all this other stuff. And then
Hey,
and then fireworks. She goes up to the surface. She sees Eric and falls in love. It's the same. All the reporting and Halle Bailey coming out and saying, "Oh, Ariel doesn't need a man." It's like, she goes to the surface, she becomes a human, she makes a deal with Ursula for the exact same reasons. So it's fan baiting bullshit. And that's probably more infuriating than anything. That alone, the reporting of the movie and the actors and the studios coming out denigrating fans for having a fucking opinion because, oh, you don't want black mermaids. No, we didn't. People were
I'm pretty
criticizing.
sure. I'm pretty
People were
sure back in
criticizing
the
Ariel.
I'm pretty sure back in the original, not the movie, but the old cartoon show on Disney, like early morning Disney cartoons.
Oh, there were mixed race mermaids all over the place in the animated show. In the cartoon, yeah,
Not in the movie, but in the old cartoon.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the like they used to have. I used to love getting up and watch those. It was like the Disney Princess Power Hour. Like they would have like
Yeah,
'cause they
some
would
shit
have
like that.
it would have 2 blocks for Little Mermaid and then 2 blocks for
It
Aladdin.
was. We've had diversity for decades. People were irritated that you made Ariel not a little white redhead.
It's not just
It's
us.
ginger side.
It's the redheads are the most
It's
pissed.
ginger side, baby. They're doing away with all the gingers. Save the gingers. I need more redheads in my life. Wait. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, no, I'm not sure about that, but I'd like
Are
to
you
find
sure
out.
about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I still have a soul, so I need more of it ripped out of my body, among other. Anyway,
But point is, man, just God, I can't stand. I wouldn't care if they made a black princess because I loved Princess and the Frog. Great movie.
Princess and the Frog was fantastic, especially it was set in New Orleans. Fuck yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, really good
And
movie.
what's his name? Facile, the voodoo.
Yeah, something like that.
I got his Lego minifigure behind me. He's fucking awesome. I love his song. Like how
My
I
friend-
judge characters in Disney movies was always a matter of, do I like their song? Wait a minute, I don't have Ursula. Oh fuck! I don't want the live action Ursula Lego minifigure.
You can get. I'm sure you can get an old cartoon somewhere.
No, I want the Lego minifigure. I got, who the fuck do I have? I got the Queen of Hearts. I got the evil witch, Maleficent, fucking what's her name? Dalmatians bitch, Cruella.
Cruella
I
Deville.
got Hades. I got Prince John. Hell, I even got what's his name from Incredibles.
You mean Mr. Incredible or Syndrome?
No, Syndrome. And Facile, like I have the voodoo. What I can't. Is his name Facile? Facile?
I don't remember.
No, but yeah, I got all those fucking minifigures sitting on my shelf. I'm gonna have to get Ursula, and I'm not interested in the live action one because it comes with it's like $100 fucking set. It's the big. What is it? It's like this gigantic clam shell. Essentially, when King Triton shows up and it's got all the sisters and everything, but it's got Ursula in that one. But it's yeah, I'm talking about Legos, folks. It's Melissa McCarthy's version. I'm not interested in that. I don't want that one. See,
I'm sure you can find an old one somewhere.
Yeah, god damn it. What are you doing? Don't worry about it. Let's see.
Point is,
I still enjoy Disney. It's all the older Disney stuff. I still love Star Wars. It's the older Star Wars stuff. Well, you're just and I hate this fucking okay. breathe. This argument that you're just upset because you outgrew the universe, you outgrew Star Wars, and like no, fuck off. It's bad. It's bad writing. It's bad storytelling. It's the lack of continuity, any sort of respect for the canon, for the established canon.
I'm honestly
Anything and everything
surprised.
that came before it. So go
I'm
fuck yourself with that. You just upset because it outgrew you. And then Freddie Prinze fucking Jr. It's a movie. It's a show. It's a story about space wizards and laser swords for kids. Get fucked, you out of work hack. Sorry.
I love Space Wizards and Laser Sword. What the fuck are you talking about? For kids, my ass. But no,
If you
like
you're a racist. I love my comment. Somebody made a comment of it sucks to be. I guess it sucks to be you. It's like, oh, that's a wonderful response you got there. I don't know how I can possibly live with myself after that. I'm just gonna have to stop talking about things that irritate me, or things that I love that are being crushed under corporate bullshit. And the sad part is again, I'll talk about this over and over again. It's obvious all these live action remakes are nothing more than cash grabs. They're
the only
lazy,
one, the only one
soulless
I
cash
liked,
grabs. But now
the
listen.
only one,
Well, go ahead.
the only one I liked was Lion King because it was almost a shot for shot. The only issue people had with it was the faces weren't expression well enough. That's like that's the biggest complaint I've heard. Now my biggest complaint about it is they took Scar's song out of it because
oh my God,
it was
that's 20. Yeah, they took the bad guy song out of it. Why? Because it was problematic. It showed this. It showed him to be evil. No.
They were upset because they showed him. They thought the hyenas marching was a euphemism for Hitler.
It is what it was. It was. It was a euphemism. It was it was an example of how Scar is going to be a dictator. And like, give me a gun. It's like, are they aware that Germany, like Nazi Germany, is not the only ones that do the goose stepping? Have you seen China, my dudes? It's military. It's a military war. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I hate this timeline. I hate this timeline so much.
But other than
Oh, God. I'm going to end up. I have to.
It felt like it was a shot. It felt like it was a very just basically a recreation of the original movie. Like very little was changed, and I liked that because it was a recreation of the.
Yeah. Long live Mufasa. And nobody really cares that pretty much the Lion King. What is the Lion King? It's Hamlet.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's a lot of Disney's movies
Hamlet,
are from old poetry.
Yeah, and I think that's a fantastic thing because it introduces kids to interesting stories, classic stories, and when they grow older, they start to realize, like, oh, wait a minute, Lion King, that's him. Wow, and they start to possibly get introduced to classical.
Did you? It was actually they Disney almost took it a little too far with Hamlet because there was a scene where Scar tried to rape Nala. They took out of the movie.
Oh God!
They had it cell animated. They just didn't have it colored. You can go find it on YouTube. No, I'm not talking about the new one. I'm talking about the old cartoon. Like,
Lord,
it was hand drawn. It was animated. It just hadn't been colored. It was still like in the the old school sketching style of animation where it's like you can see the frames like skipping. Yeah, hold on, let me find.
Yeah, I think I don't. Pre-owned. Huh.
It was never released, but it was like in a special one of the special re-releases when Disney was doing the whole Vault thing.
Yeah,
and they released it on a DVD. No, that's not it. Oh, that's one's email.
I hope this isn't coming from China. I probably should have looked at that.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it. I may or may not have taken care of my whole lack of an Ursula minifigure problem. I
I love the old
I'm sorry, Ursula is legitimately one of my favorite bad guys. I like that's another thing. Most of the old school Disney bad guys, they were good bad guys. This one was just like you took a verse, an entire verse out of her song that just exemplified how much of a bad person she is. The whole the men up there, they don't like a lot of blather. I'm gonna start singing the fucking part if I can't see. I can't speak the verse. I have to sing it because I know the goddamn song front. Like I know the song. I memorized the words. And they took the whole part where she tells Ariel, "You don't need your voice. Men up there don't like, they think a girl who gossips is a bore. Up on land, it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for?" They took that out because it was problematic because they don't want
yeah.
girls to think that they shouldn't be talking. It's like Ursula's a. I'm okay. Ursula's a bad guy. She's evil. Why are you taking the evil out of the evil character?
Because they
Nonsensical
don't want to
bullshit.
be, telling little girls that.
Problematic. Ursula's evil. And they added the amnesia shit for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
She loses her voice and the reason why she needs a kiss. It's like, you didn't need to add that in there. Ursula's got the whole thing covered. Like you have like the movie, it says like step by step by step by step. Do this, do this, do this, do this.
Who fucking knows, man? Who knows?
If you want to, like I was saying before, it's a soulless cash grab. That's fine. Everybody knows that.
I'm not giving
If
Disney
you
money
want-
for garbage.
But this is like soulless cash grabs is nothing new for Disney. That's where the vault comes in. When they vaulted the classic movies for 5 years and 10 years, and then they re-released it to the theater, or not to the theater, but they really re-released it on Blu-ray, re-released it on DVD for a limited time. Fucking Disney fans were chomping at the bit to get that shit. They'd pre-order it. Hell, I did too. Pre-order the VHS. God, I'm old. Pre-order the DVD, whatever, and you'd get the extra swag for this, that, and the other for $10, $20 extra. Just fucking go back and do that. You just make money again. Yay.
But no, I don't think people. Well, first off, no one's gonna watch the old cartoons because they're gonna be not the same because they're gonna be edited or some stupid bullshit to have some changes of some kind because can't have the old ways of thinking. Because God forbid, you show the old way Disney used to be, because Disney's trying to make everybody forget. They're like, oh, we weren't terrible back then. We didn't make bad racist cartoons. Yeah, how many times I've watched Donald on YouTube? Like, there's so many videos out there about Disney, like having like Donald killed Nazis or something like that, or like Mickey or Donald, somebody be like making fun of black people for whatever fucking reason. There's so much shit, but like Disney's trying to make people forget that, and then like they're just, I don't fucking know, man. It's just I can't stand that the people they're letting could take, like, they're ruining Marvel, they're ruining Disney. Like
they're taking people with absolutely no
Disney.
creativity, no love for the source material, and letting them just run wild with it. Like I said last time, Rian Johnson. Oh, it was like they gave me a blank slate for a Star Wars movie. Go fuck yourself.
I'm honestly surprised that they let that episode go with the visions of a bunch of black people being slaves.
Wait, which one?
Visions too. The second to last one, the anime one, the one.
Yeah,
that was
episode 8. Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I was like, ooh, are those the Uyghurs?
I'm legit surprised that they made a whole episode about black people being slaves and digging in tunnels.
It was everybody was slaves. It's like, ooh, are they slaves? Are they prisoners? Like, what's going on here?
Oh, those are.
Oh yeah, those are straight up slaves. That episode was so goddamn dumb.
And then her, the little girl.
Oh no, hold up. We have got to talk about episode. We have to talk about episode 7. Okay, the essentially the Arabic episode, Arab whatever, Saudi Arabian episode, because that's what it was. That
That was Indian.
Indian. Okay, my mistake. I'm
I-
not very cultured. That
Indian
was a
Indonesian.
shit fucking episode.
Yes, yes, it was.
Absolute hot fucking garbage. Okay, why would you say that? Well, let's see. Studio is 88 Pictures. The name of the episode, episode 7, The Bandits of Golak. They're little thieves. The little girl is force sensitive. Obviously, she's a Jedi. You have a. They're thieves. They're going to steal food because, hey, let's portray these characters as thieves. Okay, that fits into Star Wars. All right, cool. But
I
the
mean,
girl.
thieves are a big thing. Han was a thief. Don't
Yeah, no, he was a smuggler. Fuck off. He didn't steal. He just smuggled. Okay, get it right. He wasn't a thief.
whatever.
He was a
He was a
deadbeat dad and a failed smuggler in the end. Fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, we'll be bitter to that. I'll be bitter about that till the day I die. Oh, and they made no. I'm not talking about Indiana Jones. Okay,
my friend John.
the
Well, not Mecha, Mecha John, but other
just go.
John. He said he stopped. He said Star Wars ended for him the moment they put a lightsaber through Han.
Unceremoniously killing one of the main characters before you even put Han, Luke, and Leia back in the same scene. Why couldn't you do that? But whatever.
Like he said,
Subvert expectations. We don't always have to give the fans what they want. Hey, guess what? Super Mario Brothers movie gave the fans exactly what they fucking chomping at the bit for, and it made over $1 billion. Hey, go fuck yourself. Anyway,
you know what's
so
funny? You know what's
what?
funny? I was watching a video today about that actually about the I was watching the film theory guy doing the video about how there's a conspiracy theory about why there's the ratings are always so diverse between fan audience and critics. Where because I'm not gonna get into the details, but apparently you'll find this hilarious. It was the polar opposite. The audience gave it a low Return of or The Last Jedi a poor score, where the critics gave it a 90 something.
Yeah, I mean, critics bought and paid for Shields. They want their access. They need to keep their access. But then you get something like The Little Mermaid comes out, and Rotten Tomatoes and IGN and IMDb are doing their little shenanigans to say, oh, we've had a massive influx of questionable reviews, something that you've never done for any other movie or any other thing. That's like on IMDb, they have the audience score is like in the upper 80s, upper 90s, with some caveats. I can't remember what they called it, but the unreviewed, the basic score is a 47%, but they're taking all the ones out of it that they don't really trust, and that puts it up to a 90. And honestly, Little Mermaid, I'm sorry, it's about a 50%. It's about a half and half. It's a mid.
Oh, I guarantee
you
they're gonna. It's gonna have these amazing reviews.
Mhm.
It's gonna have all these glowing things. That this movie was revolutionary.
And if you don't like it, that's ratings terrorism. That's an actual fucking article title. I couldn't help it. I had to find it. I was like, okay, this is beautiful. I had to. But no, what Rotten Tomatoes is doing is they have their all critics score is higher than their top critics. So automatically, when you go to Rotten Tomatoes for Little Mermaid, it will show you all critics because that score is higher than the verified critics. But the thing is, for the audience score, the verified audience is higher than all audiences. So the first thing you see is the verified audience, which has been stuck. Let's go check it out. Has it still stuck at 95%?
the audience gave it a 95. Are they fucking on
The
crack?
verified audience. The verified audience gave it a 9. Is that a no? No. They didn't give it a 95. It is frozen at 95. They did this for Rotten Tomatoes has been doing this for a while. It started with Miss Marvel.
I mean another shit show.
Another shitty show that's frozen. Let's see, and let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna share this. We're gonna watch. No, fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not disabling my ad blocker. I haven't scrolled down yet, so let me get the ad blocker bullshit out the way, and we're gonna look at this in real time. Because I know I did a video on it, but hey, Let's share the pain with the rest of the class. And somebody responded with, I can see all of it. It's like, yes, everyone can see all of it. But let's see. Preset, share my screen. Little Mermaid and Rotten Tomatoes. All right, everybody. So here we have Rotten Tomatoes right here. This wonderful little score. And if we scroll down, it's been at 95% for the past week. Okay. Audience score, verified ratings, tomato meter. But if you click on this, you'll notice all critics versus top critics, but only verified audience versus all audience. Now, if you're going to show all critics, why wouldn't you show all audiences? Ooh. Now, see, this is a more reasonable rating for the movie because it wasn't that good, but it genuinely, honest and truly, it wasn't that bad. Outside of the ending, and I said this in my video, outside of the ending, there's no real overbearing, preachy, ideological message in the movie. There isn't. It's just, there's also no heart and soul in the movie. Halle Bailey singing, she has a wonderful, she has a fantastic singing voice, but her style, well, the ha 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 ha, the fluctuating tone when she's holding the note, I don't care for that style with certain songs. If I heard her singing other things, I think she's fantastic. She has a beautiful voice, absolutely beautiful voice. And the few lines that she has as Ariel, she does a fine job, absolutely bang up job. But the rest of the movie is just like, whatever. Oh yeah, and top critics is 48%. So yeah, no, it's the score. Why is it a problem? It's because this is what you see. People don't know. They're not going to be able to say, "Oh, it's 95%, so everybody must love it." Love it. The critics are just stupid. It's like, no. You got a 50-50 shot. It's very mixed. There's a lot of people that don't like it, I'm sure. There are trolls out there who are review bombing it. There are also people giving it 5 out of 5 without watching the movie, just like there are people giving it half stars and ones out of 10
they're giving it 5
without
out of 5
watching the movie.
Because they're like, oh, you put a black woman in a white girl's role?
No, they're giving it 5 stars because they want to give it 5 stars. They're review bombing it in the opposite direction. Review bombing
they want money from Disney.
Oh, wait, what?
They want like some recognition from Disney or something like that.
No, it's the same people. You can call it bots, you can call it stands, whatever. People defending the movie that haven't even seen it, giving it 5 out of 5. At the same time, you have people who hate Disney, hate everything about it, can't stand the remakes, can't stand the live action bullshit, or the ideological message that they keep putting in everything, giving it 1 out of 5 without watching the movie. It goes both ways, and you have to accept that. So you got to figure it's somewhere in between. Is a 57% justified? 57 to 65%, I would give it that. And again, my child was checking out after about an hour and a half, had no desire to watch the rest of the movie. Yeah, she was just gone. And I forced her to watch the rest of it. I'm a terrible person. The problem with the movie is it's over 2 hours long, and like, let's keep a kid's attention. Mario did well because it was an hour and a half. Kids love it. Mine have watched it 5 fucking times now. Okay. And they want to watch it again and again. Little Mermaid, no interest whatsoever. So that says something. Into Across the Spider-Verse might have some difficulty because it's also a 2 hour and 20-minute movie. If they're trying to get the child market, they need to drop that. They need to drop these movies down to 90 minutes.
I don't fucking know, man.
Well, Mario proved it. That's all you. I mean, come on.
No,
Illumination is proving it left, right, and center. Hour and a half. Get the kids in. Get the kids in the seat. Bright colors. Move. Go.
I don't think the length of the movie is an issue so long as it's good and entertaining. It keeps your attention.
It helps, but
okay, for older audiences, not for children.
But for kids, the older audience can sit there and
Well, I don't know, man. As a kid, I enjoyed the longer movies, but that was just me. If it was good, like I loved watching Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and all these super long movies.
I don't know if I could have watched something like that as a kid.
I did.
Huh. I'm back.
I didn't know you left.
I hit the wrong button.
Point is,
I
I
was trying to
did.
mute myself.
I watched it. I loved all those
Yeah.
movies. Like
Oh, they're
hell,
fantastic. I still haven't watched the super long extended 11-hour version of the trilogy.
I have. It's
I'll do it one day.
wonderful.
So anyway, so the whole the whole Bandits of Gallic episode, Visions. So number one problem with this whole thing, like from beginning, well, pretty much from beginning to fucking end, she uses force powers in front of all kinds of people,
No, she didn't. She
and
didn't know.
nothing comes of it. They're sitting there talking about how the Empire pay a hefty bounty on someone like you, and then they get off the train with no fucking problem. Oh wait, stormtroopers on the train. Nothing happens of it. Nothing happens of it from the train. They like, why aren't they picked up immediately after the train? On the train, like train stops, there's stormtroopers right there. Fucking what?
I
I
don't
did
know,
like the
man.
fact that the stormtroopers were not incompetent. The guy that was trying to get on the train, boom, in the face. You're dead. Bye bye. It's like the stormtroopers are not incompetent. And that's not just the only episode. There's a couple of them where they were actually competent. I'm like, okay, this is obviously not written by Kathleen Kennedy or Lucasfilm. But then the temple way outside of town, I'm like, oh God, can you be any more obviously cliche than that? And there was a lot of, we're going to take the kids away from their family and fuck off with that. Like,
Well, that's the
damn,
whole. That's the whole. I don't know if you
that's the whole.
like.
This is the way. Don't say
No,
that.
no, no, no. This is like the whole like. There's I don't know if it's because like these animators like know the online jokes, but like or the theories, but like there's a whole bunch of like online theories about how like the Jedi were actually really bad because they kept stealing children from their families because like
Uh
oh we
huh.
need you. We
That
need you
happens.
for the force.
And
Or,
your family can't come with you, even though your brother's dead now. In this episode specifically, her brother is a dead man. He is fucking dead. You're on site where a Sith and his guards are fucking toasted by another Jedi. You're gonna talk, or he's dead. He is dead. He's been abandoned to die. Because all his Empire shows up, they take him into custody, and everybody's fucking dead. That whole encampment right there, that's fucking flattened. Like, what the hell kind of story is this? What? Like, how much does this fit into Star Wars? Like, well, Empire comes along with 2 TIE fighters and flattens the whole place. They will find that little lake area. Done. Like, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a happy story, and oh, it just shows her being strong and she's going to be taught in the ways of the Force. Like, no, you just flattened. Look, just like when the Sith came in, it's like, oh, you know that little town that you lived in out there? We burned it to the ground. Everybody's dead. Yeah, that's what's going to happen to that little temple right there. They're gone. Like, did you not think about that?
by the
Hell.
way, episode back getting back to episode 7 with the digging and all the mining.
That
Why
was
the little
episode 8.
episode 8? Why the little
Mhm.
girl have to be force sensitive? That served no purpose to the story.
Because
Kathleen Kennedy.
because the Force is female. Every single one of these episodes, strong female character that ends up winning the day in the end. Say what you want about it. Give your opinion. I don't care. I'm judging. Like I said, I've been judging each of these stories by the music, and I think there was only 2 of them that the music I thought was very fitting. I judged them based on how well does this fit in the Star Wars universe, based on what we've been given. Only a couple of them were fitting as far, for me. There were a fun of them. Again, the Wallace and Gromit animation, yeah. The one from the Wallace and Gromit Studios, that was okay as a little side story, a fun little side story. It wasn't trying to be something it wasn't trying to be something it wasn't. Like from the beginning, this is what it is. You can tell by the animation, the style, and all that other stuff, and everything. It was like, okay, this is what this is. This is the comical episode, and then basically the basics of the story, and the pit. I just thought kyber crystals were more rare than that, and in 2 episodes you got in this whole season, they're mining it like
But again, fuck.
water.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that it's a fucking endless universe, and that the odds that there could be
But that
more.
many in one spot,
I mean, in a galaxy.
that many kyber crystals in one spot that you can just mine willy nilly. Like, is that how that works?
Oh man, I don't
No.
fucking. I don't know.
I wasn't introduced to
Don't
kyber
get me
crystals until Old Republic. So
don't get me wrong, man. There was a whole fucking uh there's a whole planet of them for the Jedi on that frozen planet. The Jedi used to go take. Hell, you go there as Cal Kestis in the previous.
okay, so there is a precedent set to where it can happen.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, then all right, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, it's just
If
they
if it's not
usually
something they pulled out of their ass for just I'm going to make this story because I want it to be that way. It's like no, they pulled something from what came before it, and it's like perfectly fine for me.
no the Jedi used to take all their like the younglings to a planet that was specifically like
Mhm.
kyber crystal rich.
Yeah.
And then they would go and they would have their own. It was if you go watch the Clone Wars and like I said, like I've been telling you,
Everybody keeps telling me to do that.
if you go watch that, there's a whole
do
episode
I have?
dedicated.
Let's see. Do I
A
have the
whole
Clone
episode.
Wars?
There's a whole episode dedicated to the younglings going and getting their lightsabers.
Oh, I tried watching Tales of the Jedi, and I just checked out. I think I watched the first episode.
You should at least watch the Count Dooku ones. They're really good.
Okay.
It's like it shows like he was a good Jedi until the corruption of the corruption of the Republic and all that stuff was getting to him, and like he felt like the Jedi didn't care. And when Qui-Gon was killed, that's when he turned to the dark side. When Qui-Gon died, when Maul killed him.
He was legitimately a separatist. I got Mandalorian. I do not have the Clone Wars.
If you want to borrow my Disney Plus, you can.
Really? I don't need to borrow Disney Plus.
I'm just saying.
I do have the first season of Angel's Death. Ark had recommended that one to me.
Yes, Angels of Death is a good one. It's a good little short anime. The manga ends differently, but it's whatever.
Yeah. The Pit. Why didn't they just use the tools that they had to mine their way out of the pit?
Because they're stupid.
Because plot. I mean, it's one thing if their tools were taken away from them, but they show the kids using one. They're using a pick. So they still had the pick. They still had everything.
Because woe is me, poor us.
Like no, like you have the tools, and you don't even have to do that much. Just chip away on the inside, a little spiral pathway up the top. You can do it in rotation. You'll be out in no time. You don't have to climb up anything.
Well, clearly they never played Minecraft or any survival game.
Yeah, I have to climb out. No, really, you don't. You don't have to climb out. I was not expecting them to drop his ass back in the pit. That was a bit of a surprise. I thought something miraculous was going to happen, and this, that, the other. But then
to save him or some stupid.
Something was going to happen to save him, but then they were saved by singing.
By the way, that graffiti is going to get destroyed within like the next day or so, and it rains again.
Oh, easily, yeah. But the whole chanting from the bottom of a pit, miles away from civilization, from a city.
Yeah, no one was going to hear that.
A bustling city that is noisy. It's like, no
one's going to hear that.
No one's hearing you. But again, the stormtroopers were competent. Stun him! Oh, he's stunned. Okay. And if they were going to kill him, it's like, are they going to take him out to the pit? No, they're going to.
No, they wanted to make an example. Like, hey, don't try this again.
They'd have stuck his ass in data. Just whatever. Let's make a spectacle out of it. Why? Stick him in prison. He's stunned. This is bad writing. And I Triggerfish. Good God. Oh, and he's dead. The chant saved. Yeah, whatever. That was, let's see. And that one it had Lucasfilm Limited involved with D'Art.
I don't fucking know, man. All I know is like
mm,
I just I didn't I
should
didn't
have
care
stopped.
for
Should have stopped at episode 5. But glutton for punishment. And you would think the last episode. All right, you saved the best for last, right? No, no. I don't know how I feel exactly about the animation. I thought okay. So the last episode, Studio Triggerfish, Ao song Io. They said her name in the show, and I can't remember it.
I
AAU.
I don't I didn't really care about that story enough to even remember the names.
I thought the Jedi looked pretty cool. I thought her this like the her. I thought her look was okay.
Eh.
Again, I have trying to find something, but singing to the kyber crystals to purify them was like, okay.
My guy, look, the Star Wars is losing me more and more with each whatever.
Watch Andor. It's a nice story. It's espionage. There's character development. There's everything Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know how to do. Make Star Wars interesting again.
I just can't stand it, man. I can't stand them killing a series that I grew up loving.
Mm.
I mean, they're also doing it to fucking Marvel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like I loved, and I don't care what anyone says, I loved not Miss Marvel, fucking
Don't you?
She-Hulk, the original comics and the
Oh,
cartoon.
I was about to say. I'm like, is this a cry for help? Are you talking about the Disney Plus show?
No,
is this a cry for help? Are you in trouble?
No one has a gun to my head.
I mean, no. Disney bought me. I'm for sale.
I mean, if Disney wants to buy me, sure, but I ain't gonna. I'll take the money if they want to shut me up. If they pay me, I'll shut up. I mean, at that point, I've won. And look, you can't tell me if they had walked and said, "Hey, we'll offer you $500 million to never make a YouTube video again," you wouldn't take that and just walk away. No, and they'll cover the tax, so you don't even have to pay for the taxes. Like you're getting straight $500 million. I doubt they would. Just we're not even a blip on Disney's radar.
Oh no.
We're barely a blip on our own radar.
I'm a blip on my radar. What you talking about? I like my radar. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say with that. It just kind of popped into my head. Honestly, I don't know because I enjoy making videos. So you can't talk about Disney anymore. That's impossible. And it has nothing to do with integrity. I just like doing this. I'm like. It is not because I hate Disney. It's not because I hate Star Wars. It's because I love Disney and I love Star Wars. I don't like the direction it's going. I don't like what they're creating. It is a piss poor excuse for entertainment compared to what it used to be. I'm staring at a Lilo and a Stitch plushie dressed up as Elvis, and I absolutely fucking love the goddamn thing. It's still in the box. Okay,
it was in the movie. That's not something that Disney like just recently put together. That was in the movie.
That was from the movie. Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising.
Sorry, we're gonna get. I think the Jackson family owns that right now.
I don't care. It's a cover. You can get away with covers. 5 seconds of a cover. Fuck off. Anyway, but I even watched Stitch Has a Glitch. I watched the animated show for Lilo and Stitch, like every bit of Lilo and Stitch. I got fucking Experiment 626 again, Lego fanatic, just about. Don't have everything I would love to have, but I talk about shit that I love, I enjoy. I mean, hell, I would talk about Legos all day, every day if I would have to make another channel for it. I would have to have a second channel.
Make a channel dedicated for Legos. Then you can make Legos, like you can buy Legos and use it as a tax write-off.
I would have to get monetized first. You have to actually start. It has to be monetized first, because the counselors in high school lied to us. You'll never make what are you going to do playing video games all your life? Like, well, apparently, if you ask Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, make a fucking career out of it, and one day make a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch the Iron Lung. By the way, that's not a question. I'm gonna go see the Iron Lung.
It is
That
set to have a theatrical release.
in theaters. So yes, I will be going to go see
It's
that
yeah,
movie.
that's what a theatrical release is. It goes to theaters.
I know.
I'm
I
gonna okay. Thank you, Mark.
I
I think
loved. I already
I'm
liked
gonna
the
make a
game.
video on this. Thank you, Collider. Thank you for Collider for writing an article. I don't care. It's from April 30th. I'm going to talk about this because I want to see this fucking movie. Why? Because would you now? Okay, so you familiar? Have me been? I've been talking about the Iron Age. I've talked about it a few times. Do you
Yeah, I've
understand? You
seen your
understand what I'm
video.
talking about?
Yes,
The
about
independent creators. Markiplier has a metric fuck ton of subscribers.
correct.
Would you consider him an independent creator?
Absolutely. He,
35 million subscribers. So
he's his own
I would.
boss.
He's his own boss. He like. I need to go. I need to watch the Heist with Markiplier. I still can't. I still.
Have you not
It's
watched
a.
In
It's.
Space
I
with
haven't
Markiplier?
watched the. Huh?
Not watched In Space with Markiplier?
I watched In Space the day it released, part one and part two. I was excited about that
Yeah,
shit. I can't believe it was a year ago.
you know that was announced for that was almost got a. I know you don't care personally, but that was almost it almost got an Emmy. Like it almost
No
got
shit.
it was nominated for an Emmy or an Oscar award,
Oh man, that's
but he didn't get it.
the nomination enough for an independent creator like that. I am moving more and more towards independent content creators as far as when it comes to books, comics, and like shorts like that. I find them more interesting because there's actual legitimate heart and soul and passion behind the work. The problem with Hollywood is like, oh, we're not getting paid enough. Yes, because you're putting out shit. There's no heart and there's no soul. There's no life experience behind what they're writing. You know, it's like what it's like. Who's writing the script? Chat GPT. That's who's writing the script. Almost to the point where you can feed all kinds of shit into Chat GPT and probably get better scripts for Gotham Knights and Marvel.
Yeah.
She-Hulk was written by an AI. No, Velma was written by a fucking AI. If that information came out and somebody said Velma was actually written by an AI and Mindy Kaling had barely anything to do with it, I would 100% believe it. That's how garbage that shit was. Nonsensical, hot garbage.
I still refuse to watch it.
I started reading the Batman Scooby-Doo mysteries. I read the first one. It's not terrible. It's Scooby-Doo.
So how insignificant is the original gang compared to the new gang?
The new gang doesn't show up until the 8th issue. I almost bought it at Dan's shop. Okay, I almost bought it, but no, he fucking convinced me to pick up. Where is it? Farmhand. I need to read Farmhand. It's like, okay, local guy did a comic book. Hell yeah, I'm buying it. But yeah, independent. I got a lot of independent stuff I need to read. I want to get Shad's book. I want to get Razor Fist. Razor Fist has 2 books and he's got a comic coming out. I bought the comic. Eric July's got more stuff coming out for the Ripperverse. I'm very excited about that one. Because I'm just a shill. I'm an absolute shill for good product. Speaking of which, I don't okay, wait. I don't understand how someone can dedicate their life. Wait a minute, that's kind of what I'm doing. Shitting on an independent creator just to shit on them.
I mean,
I know you can compare that to what I do in my videos and everything, but my main goal is calling out the hypocrisy and the bullshit as far as the mainstream reporting on the criticism. Like most of my videos have to do with that. Like this idiot says this idiot says that. Are you looking forward to this? This is why this is going that way. I mean, I want to start making dedicate some time to things that I truly, truly enjoy, like the Iron Age. I got to figure it out.
I mean, you are making videos on shit you do like and shit you don't like. It's the world of content creation. I mean, what do you expect?
The mainstream to learn a lesson, maybe, perhaps when Hey, anything can. Is that laughter or just your?
That's laughter.
I was gonna say, did you drop your microphone?
No, my microphone's on a stand. It's good.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have issues with fan baiting and content creators on the conservative side falling for it every single time. Some pictures came out of Astrid, the live action Astrid.
Yeah, I actually see a thumbnail for one of your videos on my
What's her
screen right.
name? Where's her name?
I don't fucking know. I only watched the movie once or twice. I don't really care too
I
much.
watched it religiously. Go
It
away,
okay.
screen rant.
It was okay.
Nico, okay, her name is Nico Parker. They could easily dye her hair blonde, and it won't be a bad passing for Astrid. I think she's if
Did they race change her?
She's a mixed race girl.
Oh, of course they did.
She's very light skinned. Again, this might be one of the times where best actress for the job, based on her age and her frame, comparable to Astrid in the show. She's light skinned. They can easily dye her hair, and if
They're
her
not going
then that's going to be that's where I would have a problem. It's like, just give her blonde hair, for fuck's sake. Give
They're
her
not
blonde hair.
going to.
Give her blonde hair.
No, because then you're like you're infringing upon her fucking
Her
heritage.
agency. You know what? If her acting, if how she did in The Last of Us, what little she was on the screen, if that's an indication of her ability to act and emulate and get you to emote, essentially, like, you could see and feel the fear and terror on her face in her reactions during the show. I gave a damn when she died. It's like, okay, yes, absolutely. She a fantastic performance, and if she does that good as Astrid, okay, I'll check it out. Unfortunately, it's a live action movie that doesn't need to be made. So on one hand, it's like, okay, we'll see how it does, but at the same time, who asked for this? Who wants this? Just give us something new. Stop doing live action where it isn't necessary. Okay, it's not.
But
It is
money,
absolutely not
JJ.
necessary, huh?
But money.
But my money. By the time it comes, well, maybe, I don't know. It's Universal Studios, and the guy that did the fuck is his name?
Oh,
Where's your name? It's the same guy that did the original. Where's his name? Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third. Somebody actually made a comparison to the original book, and I watched Lost in Adaptation on How to Train Your Dragon, where he compares Lost in Adaptation, his channel, that compares the novelization versus the live action or the animated show, the adaptation of it. These two products could not be further from each other. Like, they're at either end of the spectrum. The only similarities is there's a character named Hiccup and a dragon named Toothless. That's where it ends. Oh, and his dad. That's pretty much where it ends. All similarities end right there. So It's like, yeah. So the movies are fantastic. I could watch them over and over again. There's the emotional weight of each movie is just absolutely fantastic. They don't need a live action 2025 live action adaptation of How to Drain Your Dragon.
How to Drain Your Dragon?
Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
I don't want to know how to drain your dragon.
I'm taking auditions on any ladies that want to.
Unless you're a bard in D&D, I don't want to learn how to drain your dragon.
Now accepting applications. Are there any girls there? Because I want to. Anyway. Dead Alewives. When is Iron Lung? He's finished.
Oh, he said later this year.
Later this year. Oh. That better be playing locally, okay?
It probably won't. We're gonna probably have to, unfortunately, either have to wait for it to come out on a streaming service, or we're gonna have to unfortunately pirate it. If I can pay for it, I will.
I want to pay for it. Like, I'll go out of my way. Like,
I'm not going out of state, but I will find a
oh
way to.
no, we can drive across the bridge.
Yeah,
That might be a possibility. I want to. I'm legitimately excited. Like, how can I be so happy for someone else's success? Oh wait, because I care. Like, that
because
seems like for you and I, something like for you and I to be happy for someone else's success, someone you know, or someone you've been following for years, or someone you work with, and they become more successful than you. Are you happy for them? Are you cheering them on and promoting them?
depends on the person, but yeah, typically yes.
Or are you, if it's someone you like, someone you find entertaining,
Yeah, because
someone you consider a friend,
I've
someone
been
you enjoy
watching
hanging out with
I've
and
been
bullshitting
watching
with?
I've been watching Mark since he started like what 8 years ago.
I think I
Something.
st- I th- ah It was before Mini Me was born, so probably 7 or 8 years. Because I'm pretty sure I was watching him before uh, Mini Me was born, and that's at least been 8 years. So, you know, and just to see his success, and like I want to cheer him on, want to promote, and all this other stuff. The idea that someone would hate that success and try to bring that person down and insult them and just try to find any little dirt or crack in the system
Has
or
someone been trying to
whatever.
do
Like,
that?
I'm sure someone is trying to badmouth Markiplier, but I'm just talking about in
Oh, there are
general.
plenty of people who badmouth him on a daily, but I mean,
But why would you do that? Why would you try to tear
because they're
someone else's
because they're
success down?
jealous.
Jealousy is an evil thing. Like, this is another discussion. I talked about that all the time. And one of the things we talked about is like I in my head, I find there's a difference between envy and jealousy. Jealousy is you I guess it's a hateful emotion that you want to pull them down because of how successful they are. With envy, I kind of see envy as a more positive emotion where you can direct that into improving yourself to try to attain what the other person has. You're envious of their success and you want to use that to motivate yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of using someone else's success as some sort of motivation. I don't think that's envy. I'm almost
No,
positive it's not.
no. Markiplier would view that as, and I quote, "fuck you" energy, and he'd tell you to go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Wanting other people to be more successful than you, no matter where you get, is always a good thing. I always want that's like, well, I obviously want my kids to be more successful than me, but I want others to be more successful than me because I'm not fucking stopping. It may take me a while to get started, but like 3 fucking years. No, fucking. Oh, I should have started this whenever she told me to. Oh, anyway. I could have been doing this for the past 7 fucking years
Yes,
had
well,
I just listened to smarter people.
yes, well, whenever this was starting up, I was but a wee lad
Oh no.
who was not so well. I'm not rich by any means, but I have a lot more money now than I did back when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I can afford nicer things. Because my mom, she did nothing wrong, but she was going to school and was working a full-time job,
Yeah.
so we didn't have. I didn't get a Nintendo till like the Nintendo 64 was coming out.
Yeah. I was
Like
just emotionally unstable.
I'm talking about the original Nintendo. That was my first gaming console. Right, I
Yeah.
didn't get that till the 64 came out.
I had an Atari 2600 and Nintendo 64. I wasn't special enough for a ColecoVision. We had a neighbor up the road that had ColecoVision. It was better.
What, the Nintendo?
No, the ColecoVision was better than the Atari, but I had an
I was
Atari.
about to
The
say,
Atari was
I
fun.
love the Nintendo. Don't you talk shit about the Nintendo.
I'm not shitting on Nintendo. I got the Super Nintendo Mini. We played Super Mario World,
Huh?
and yeah, they suck at it. I have children
Shocker.
that play. No, dude, They have no problem playing Fortnite, Among Us, all these other games, and Roblox, and being able to jump here, jump there, all this, good timing and stuff. Pop him in front of Super Mario Brothers, dead. Okay, my daddy's turn. I'll finish the level. Next level, dead. All right, dad'll finish the level. Next level, dead. I thought about it. It's like, I'm going to introduce you to Mega Man. Wait, no, I'm not. No. The original Mega Man 1 and 2. I broke many a controller. Oh, God. It's like, no, I don't want to replace these. I learned how to fix Nintendo controllers thanks to Mega Man. I also learned that hard wooden chairs don't move very far when you kick them accidentally with your shin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I learned Nintendo Mega Man taught me a lot about anger management at the time when it came to video games. Because if I break the controller, I can't play the game. And if I break my shin, I'm pretty sure my parents would have taken the game away.
Yep.
That lapse
I've,
episode was
I've only ever broken like a few controllers, I think.
Oh, I would slam that fucker down so hard where the cushions underneath the D-pad or the A and B buttons would shift to where they wouldn't work anymore. So
I'm talking about straight up breaking them, not like getting angry and then cracking them. I'm not getting overuse. I've broken many a controller.
Oh no, I'm talking
via
about
just
slamming
use.
it down and the pieces come apart. Where I had
Oh
to
yeah,
unscrew it, put it, and readjust the buttons on the end. Like I had to take the controller apart, move the buttons around, put the little sensors back where they went, put it back together, sometimes with glue, and hopefully it worked.
I mean, I'm talking about I straight up like cracked them fuckers in my hand.
No, it never went that far.
Oh, I did.
Thankfully. So that helped me out a lot playing Elden Ring for sure. Because after you die 5 times to the same boss, you just and you set the controller down, you stand up, and you walk away. Because Xbox controllers are $75, and you don't want to break those, especially when there's a $300 TV in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? Well, I slammed the controller down, it broke, and bounced into the TV. So, yeah, I'm fucked. I've had to replace the TV because of a Saints game. Anyway,
Saints or Saints Row?
Saints football. Yep. Whoops.
You got angry over Madden? What the hell's wrong with you?
No, not the video game. I threw the remote control. It bounced off the coffee table and right into the TV.
I've shattered a coffee table before.
Oops. Never done that.
It was a piece of shit coffee table, but still.
Anger management, folks. Anger management. It's very important when you have expensive shit around you and you don't want to have to replace it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. I have broken my fair share of shit just because of games.
Yeah. I was able to avoid that. Like I said, I was able to put the controllers back together, and as I grew older, I became less angry with video games. Granted, I still scream and yell at them.
Oh, of course.
Like, are you fucking? A lot of times, are you fucking kidding me?
I mostly scream at the RNG because that's what screws me over the most.
Oh, speaking of RNG, have you been keeping up with Destiny?
Nope.
No. Cade's coming back.
I saw, but
okay.
Dude, I haven't played Destiny since we last played.
I played a little bit of. I'm not fond of Lightfall so far. Not really not the story itself, but the setting. Where the fuck it is. The surfer guys, the metallic surfer guys. I absolutely fucking hate it. But they brought Titan back. And I'm like, I'm there. I love Titan. I was like, okay, I want to get through the story so I can get to Titan and play on Titan again. Because I did enjoy Titan. Titan and Mars. I don't care about the moon. Bring back Mars. Because it's like they're going to bring back all the planets. They're going to end up bringing back all the
I
planets.
wish they'd have them all at the same fucking time and not just
They can't, but they have to rebuild each one of them.
They don't.
But there's also a theory with because of the like with the traveler and the speaker or whatever that fucking thing is, that this is going to be the end of Destiny 2.
That's fine.
Like that Destiny 3 is the future. And what's that other game?
Well, they made Destiny 2 still for like the PS4, but so it still got like there's no reason for them to really there's no reason for them to have it like on the keep the game going on a game that was made for a previous game console.
Lightfall. What is after Lightfall?
I don't know.
There's something that's the after Lightfall. It will not be the last expansion, blah blah blah. Temporary entitled The Final Shape. So that's what the Final Shape is, the one everybody's talking about, and it's kind of thinking that it's going to be the conclusion of the Light and Darkness saga. And if that's the case, that's kind of a perfect time for Destiny 2 to fade into the distance, to end, and for Destiny 3 to come out with a better engine instead of the Frostbite engine.
You know what they should do? They should also give us the ability to fly our own fucking ships.
Yeah, but that's not really Destiny though.
I don't care. If I get to customize this fucking ship, I want to fly the goddamn thing.
What's the newest game? Marathon. Have you seen anything on Marathon yet?
Nope.
Marathon they are revitalizing they're bringing back an old IP, one of their original IPs that has to do with clones or robots or something like that. But
sir, I am still waiting on Starfield. No, I'm still waiting right now I'm waiting on Diablo, sir. I am gonna play Diablo 4. I am going to play the shit out of Diablo 4.
I might have to be selective with my budget coming up.
Well, and simply wait. That is a
That's
problem.
A you problem, not a me. Yeah, fuck you. Find someone that loves me to buy. Well, no, it's like, what do you want to do? Find someone that loves me to buy me Diablo 4, Starfield, and Armored Core 6. That's not asking much, right?
You want a sugar mama?
Oh, I'll take a sugar mama.
Or a sugar daddy?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, man, we don't judge here.
Oi, oi, oi. Oh. Iron Lung. There's so much stuff coming out. A conversation actually started with one of the other supervisors. We started talking about Star Citizen. And it's like, wow, I haven't heard anything about Star Citizen in a couple of years.
I also heard they're planning on remaking the Fable series.
That they talked about that a couple of showcases ago.
But I mean, I have a computer now, so I can play, Xbox games on my PC because I don't have an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So I will probably play on the Fable because I love Fable 1. Fable 2, Fable 3 was hot garbage. Don't waste your time with Fable 3.
Okay. So the first one is a recommendation?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
Play Fable. God damn, Fable's an amazing game.
And that's on
Xbox.
That should be on the Xbox Game Pass, huh?
I don't know. It was for the original Xbox, so I don't know. I honestly don't know because I don't have Game Pass. So,
let's see.
Again,
I got the trusty phone.
Again, I don't have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation.
Yeah, but if you have,
I have a PC.
If you have Game Pass.
Yeah, but I already paid for fucking PlayStation Plus. I'm not paying for a Game Pass.
You already pay for everything else under the sun?
Yeah.
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. What was I doing?
Looking up to see if Fable was on Game Pass.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That wouldn't be difficult. Where's Game Pass? Oh, yoy.
I played the shit out of Fable. It was a great old school RPG. It's very limited because
Mhm.
it's old. It's obviously gonna be limited, but it's still a great game. Good story.
But classics stand the test of time.
You mean like Star Wars? Getting back on the topic that we were talking about.
Oh, we talk about all kinds of stuff. Fable. There's the Fable Anniversary Edition.
I don't know.
Xbox 360. Ah. Let's see. Where is the information? More. Okay.
It's probably like all three
games on
games.
demand service. Blah, blah, blah. Fable Pioneer with Fable Anniversary, the spectacular HD remaster of the original Fable. Players will be reminded of why the franchise is so special and unique. Okay, I can download that to my console right now and play it on and stream it.
You should play Fable.
I should play Fable.
Look, man. There's 3 games in my life that I will recommend that if you like games, you should play. That's Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 is amazing, but you should still play Kingdom Hearts 2. It's my favorite of the series. You should play Fable, and then you should play Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma, so good. Imagine if someone fused Spawn with like D&D and just Fable. Like I shouldn't really say that because it might spoil the ending for you, but it's really fucking good. It's so good.
Yeah, you've talked about Dragon's Dogma quite a bit.
I have? With you?
Mm-hmm. You talked about it a few times.
It's really good. Like, I love Dragon's Dogma. I have played that game so many times. It's a fantastic game. I'd recommend it to anyone. Love it. It's like it's for me. It's like one of those games that it was perfect for me. Some people like hate it because it's older and it has a bad engine. Like, oh shit, it was made back in like 2013.
And Baldur's Gate is still fun.
Yeah, I recommend playing that game. I think you really get a kick out of it. I don't want to spoil it because I want you to experience it for yourself.
Which one, Fable or Dragon's Dogma?
Both. I will not be spoiling shit.
There was one of them that I played whenever I got. Oh, no, it may have actually been the original Fable. I may have picked it up and played it on the 360 for a little while, so I'm about to check it out.
You could play it on the 360.
Getting my microphone, huh?
You could play on the 360.
Well, I can just play it on my Series S.
I'm saying, like, back then, yes, it was available for the 360.
I can actually download it to my 360 from my phone.
You know what's sad is, like, back then games.
My life. What?
I mean, yes, but back
then, you don't have to agree with the self-deprecation.
But then it wouldn't be as funny. But game companies are like, oh, you want to play your old legacy games? Yeah, sure. Here you go. You can play like PlayStation 3, you can play PlayStation 2 games, and Xbox 360 you can play, Xbox games. But nowadays, like, oh no, it's like, no, we don't want you to have access to those old games anymore for some fucking reason.
No, that's PlayStation and Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't want anybody to have access to their shit.
Which I don't know why.
Because they want to release it for a premium price for a limited time and make money off of it.
If they make an HD remaster or remake of fucking Soul Reaver, they have my money. I love Soul Reaver. That's another game I recommend. That's a good, like, a cinematic series. The gameplay was severely dated, so
what they need to do is re-release a remaster or something of Azure Dreams. That's what they need to do. Original PlayStation title, Azure Dreams. It's almost like you have a monster and you go into a tower and you fight your way up the tower, and if you die, you go back to town. You do things to level up your monsters and go and get it was a fun little like roguelike game. It was fantastic. Or they could just, do, do the give the Resident Evil treatment to Dino Crisis. That'd be great.
Yeah, everybody's been talking
That'd be
about they
fucking
want.
fan.
Everybody's been talking about how they want a Dino Crisis.
Yes. Fucking hell, yes. My God, that game was awesome.
I know. I don't care if everyone calls me a racist. I want them to remaster 5 of Resident Evil because
It's coming. It's a cash cow. They're printing money right now. If they
Well,
do
yeah,
it the same way as 4 and 2,
Sir,
yes.
look, I'm gonna just full disclosure. I'm playing 4 right now. I've been playing it since we started.
Oh God.
I am playing it as I'm doing my 3rd playthrough on hardcore mode with the infinite rocket launcher because I fucked you. I can.
Because fuck you, I can.
I'm trying to go for a no-hit run where I don't get hit at all.
Oh God.
And with the infinite rocket launcher, it is very possible because everything dies with the click of a button. And I don't. It's not cheating because I earned the fucking money to get this goddamn gun. It cost me 2 million pesos or whatever the fuck the currency is in this game.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's whatever it is. Yeah.
Some Brazilian money. Hold on. I don't see it. I don't know what the hell it's called. But point is,
I can't wait till they announce it because the internet, the Twitter tiers will be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
It's just I mean, it's technically company wise, not I'm talking about real life. I'm talking about in game wise. It makes sense to drop a fucking possible. They saw what happens when they tested it on Raccoon City. It nearly wiped out. It's still doing damage to the U.S. Why would you do that again? Why not put this potentially world-ending virus?
Let's try something different in a different location. But that's racist. Fuck off, man. Yep.
But no one gave a fuck when you were going around killing the Brazilian people.
Nobody cares when you're killing white zombies, and no, it only matters if you're killing black zombies in Africa. It's like, what?
They're not even zombies.
I know.
It's Las Plagas, right? Like
Las Plagas.
It's a mutated version of Las Plagas, right?
As far as I know, yeah. I never played the original.
Neither
it broke away from like what I loved about Resident Evil 2
was the zombies.
Was the survival aspect of it. It started gearing into more action oriented.
Hey, 4 is great, don't you? 4 is...
I didn't say anything negative about 4. But I prefer the run for your life survival aspect. That's why I enjoyed 7 and 8. Although, depending on who you watch, you find out it's like, yeah, it's such a convoluted, contrived story. It's like, I don't care. It was fun. And Madame Dimitrescu has massive titties.
You don't say.
That the internet wanted her to step on them, and they were chastised.
I don't know if you ever watched Kyle Hill, the guy from Because Science. He did a whole episode on the physics behind if she did step on you, and how it would kill you almost instantly.
Oh yeah, her mass is too and that's not even including her boobs.
She wears stilettos. The moment she steps on you, those things are going straight through your head.
I never got. Let's see. I wanted to order the expansion for Resident Evil 8 Village.
I just watched Mark play it.
Yeah. See, I should probably just watch Mark play it. It'll save me money, and I'll enjoy it.
I think it was Jack who played it. I watched.
No, Mark played it too. I haven't watched Jack in a while.
See,
doesn't he play the Raft?
Mark's playing Raft right now.
I know Mark's playing Raft, but doesn't Jack play with him?
No. It's Bob and Wade.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I never played the original Resident Evil games because when they were coming out, I was young, and I've always enjoyed watching them more than I enjoyed playing them because they were very cinematic movies.
Well, yeah, they're cinematic games.
Or games, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said movies. Uh,
Makes fun of me whenever I fucking make a fuck up like
I
that.
never said you couldn't.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Well,
I
no, Hooked on Phonics did not work for me.
clearly. Where in the law book says you can't when I fuck up? I never said.
I don't know. I just didn't catch it fast enough. I couldn't come up with a quick enough joke. My wit and whimsy is
Dwindling
slacking
with
right
your
now.
age.
Oh no, it's being fine tuned. It's just right now, my brain. Bum 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 bum.
But yeah, so I've been picking up the remasters, playing them because I don't know, just they're on the new gen console and they're available to me now. I recently played 2. I didn't hate 2. I really liked the remake of 2, but I like the remake of 4 so much better than I like the
Yeah,
remake of 2.
Resident Evil 2 was always my favorite out of all of them. I think I played the third one.
The only thing I like about 3 really is Nemesis. Like I don't like. It's not that I don't know. I feel like they gave Jill a very shitty story.
Stars.
Because I like Jill because she was in 1, and you can switch back and forth between her and Chris. And I feel like they really undersold Jill in Resident Evil 3.
It's been so long since I've actually played the games, man. That's the problem.
The
I
remake
played
came
them.
out last year, or the
No,
year
I'm
before.
talking about the originals. I didn't play Resident Evil. I didn't play the remake for 3. I played the remake for 2.
So what I'm
And of
pissed
course,
about.
the criticism of the voice actors for Ada Wong in the new ones. Oh well, you're just a bigot.
There's
Off.
why is there criticism?
Oh, for Resident Evil 4, because her delivery was deadpan bullshit. She was criticized for it.
I've been playing. What the fuck's wrong with the voice actress? I've been
For
playing this
Ada
game.
Wong, a lot of people had the opinion that her delivery was shite.
It sounds fine.
Deadpan, no emotion.
Well, no shit. She's a soulless fucking
Yes,
mercenary.
as compared to the original.
I never play. I don't remember the original. Okay, I never played it. I only watched it. Like I watched my cousin play them because he used to play the games, and I would enjoy watching them because, like I said, they were very cinematic games for me, and I enjoyed the story.
Did you ever play Parasite Eve?
No.
I think it was original PlayStation or PlayStation 2. Saint Eve. 1998 role-playing game developed, blah, blah, blah. Do. Okay, originally on the PlayStation. That was another interesting one that deserves a remake. But
Still say Soul Reaver deserves a remake. And I heard someone bought the IP to it, and I swear to God, they better not fuck it up.
Oh God, yes, absolutely,
series.
yes. Who owns that now?
Someone bought it.
Because
that was just sitting in the vault doing nothing.
Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah, I swear to God, if y'all fuck up Soul Reaver,
they're just not going to do anything with it. That's the problem.
Then why own the IP?
No, they don't own the. It's not the IP that they bought. They bought Crystal Dynamics.
No, someone bought the IP to Soul Reaver or the Legacy of Kain series.
Square Enix.
Square Enix bought it?
Yeah, Square Enix. Well, no, wait. Square Enix. They sold Crystal Dynamics. What the hell? Oh, crap. Who bought out Crystal Dynamics? Embracer Group. Embracer Group, acquisition of Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, Square Enix Montreal, amongst other assets. So what? Okay.
Because I want an ending to my goddamn game because I've been waiting like 20 fucking years. They left us on a goddamn sequel with Soul Reaver Defiance.
Game Studios.
On a cliffhanger.
So what else does Embracer Group own? 18 publishers. Good Lord. Every studio Embracer Group owns. Thank you, IGN. Wait, no, that's settings. No, go away. Let's see. Percent. Let's take a look at this, shall we? So here we go. Embracer Group. What exactly is Embracer Group? I don't care. Who do they own? What is Embracer Group? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hey, sexy. Notable group acquisitions: Black Forest, 2018. Why can't you just cut to Hot Wheels Unleashed? Hot Wheels Unleashed they just put out their Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. So that came out in 2019. No fucking way.
Way.
No. That came out last year. No, that's just an advertisement. Where they see a lovely little article. What does Embracer Group own? I don't know because we're not going to fucking tell you. We're just going to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. All right.
I'm just saying.
Lord of the Rings, Hobbits. Let's see. 100 with over 120 internal studios, 230 games in development, a massive stable of 850 IPs. God damn. 850 IPs. Hey, can you do something with Soul Reaver, please? Update that. Give it a good story. Yeah.
Don't change the story. Don't you fucking dare.
They don't have to change the story. Just continue. Some sort of continuation.
Because they left off on a cliffhanger.
Palindrome. Yeah.
I want to see the Legacy of Kain series end. Like, with a good ending. Not some hot fucking woke message bullshit garbage.
THQ Nordic, Saber, Deca, Free Mode, Dark Horse Media, Asmodee, Gearbox.
There shouldn't be any woke messages because there was nothing woke about it because it was a story about vampires and soul reapers. Like,
hello, Ark.
Hi, Ark. We're talking video games now. We've been talking video games because currently playing one right now.
Oh, fine. Can't devote all your attention to the live stream.
It's called multitasking, sir.
I don't know how to multitask. My brain doesn't work that way half the time. I focus too much.
That's because you're old.
Has nothing to do with being old.
I'm just giving you shit for it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But let's see. Oh God, that's the worst part. We're getting close to the end of the stream. Oh, so you're not gonna watch. So you're not gonna watch. You got to watch Across the Spider-Verse. You got
maybe
for next Wednesday. Right. No, maybe nothing. I'm at least gonna go see it next Tuesday night. At least if I can't get.
I have some friends who want to go see it tomorrow night, but I know you got children, so.
Yep. So unless I'm able to find a way to watch it before Tuesday night, I'll be seeing it Tuesday night.
I mean, there are ways to do it, but
yeah, but it all depends on the quality. Like the Mario quality was pretty good. Mario Brothers quality was pretty good. The Little Mermaid quality was pretty good, but the original version I got of Renfield was shit.
I gave you a link to watch Renfield.
Once Renfield went to streaming, that was an easier way. I got the quality was perfectly fine because it was a web rip. But sometime between now and next Wednesday, I'm definitely going to be watching it. I find it interesting enough.
I just hate other Spider-Man. I hate every Spider-Man except for Peter. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if it's not a matter of race. I just hate rehashes. Can't stand them.
I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to review it. I'm still going to talk about it. Have you seen the new trailer for Mutant Mayhem?
No.
It doesn't look like Shredder's going to be in it. And
so they're hoping to set up for a sequel with Shredder?
They would have to because I'm Shredder is part of the Turtles lore. It always will be. It always has to be. But done right, it just looks like I mean, it's just what the title says: mutant mayhem. It's all about mutants, 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 mutants. And it's like,
But aren't they having the big pig guy and all that stuff in it too?
uh-huh.
Like, how
Yeah.
didn't Shredder make them?
That was one of the stories, Shredder's supposed to be the one that creates the mutants, but nope, not in this one.
Utilize the
There's
ooze to, unless he's doing it from behind the scenes,
that's
like what's a fake out.
if they are keeping him out of the trailers to build up anticipation, I'm okay with that. But the main bad guy is a creature called Superfly that it doesn't look like it's the same fly as Baxter Stockman. So if they're breaking, like, I don't like Splinter's voice. Jackie Chan as Splinter, the whimsical, lazy way he's doing, I don't want to say lazy. It's just, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like Master Splinter right now. There's only a few extra voice lines in the trailer, but again, this trailer didn't leave me wanting to see the movie. And that's, I did watch it. I watched a couple of channels reviews. One of them, I'm not going to name one of them, but it just forced laughter, forced smiling, forced excitement. That's how he came across. Okay, smiling the entire trailer, and it's just, man, I don't want to name it because the last time I criticized another YouTuber, a more popular YouTuber, I caught a little bit of flack, and I'm like, fine, I'm not going to call any more fucking body out. I don't give a shit. But I had a problem with a streamer who,
I don't give a shit about calling people out.
Yeah. Why? No, I say, why you want to call him out? What did he do to you? It's like nothing. He has a shitty opinion on what woke actually means. It's like, oh, there's a woman. Like when you see somebody talking about, it's like, oh, there's a woman in the main lead that's woke. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's not woke. They changed the character to a woman. It's woke. It's like, again, that's not. It's not woke.
It's only woke if it's like,
it's a red flag.
Yeah, that's right. It's a red flag.
It's a red flag. It's something that's like, okay, why did they race change or gender swap or whatever this character? Well, that's a red flag. Let's see what the rest of it's going to be. And you go into it with that mentality. But simply saying that, oh, strong female character, it's woke. It's like, no,
because Samus.
No. Because Samus, because Ripley, Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, like, go fuck yourself. Is it still a good story? Yes. Did the race change really affect the story that much? No. Is she a Mary Sue? No. Okay, let's fucking go. Give me a break. Anyway, but yeah, I'm to watch something like, you can't, nothing's perfect. Okay. How can you sit there and watch, like, the animation for it is similar to the Spider-Verse. Is very similar, but they're also trying to mix in some of the old black and white art style. They're mixing the original Eastman and Laird black and white art style from the comics with Spider-Verse, and for the most part, it's kind of working on me. But then they show the mutants and Bebop and Rocksteady, and I want to fucking vomit. They look. It's just.
Isn't Seth Rogen playing the voice of the pig?
Yes. I'm trying to ignore the fact that Seth Rogen's involved in this and trying to keep an open mind. But when the turtles, they look like turtles. When there's one scene where one of the women, she has this big, massive forehead that's shifted to the right side of her head or the left side of her head. Like, looks like Sloth from looks like Sloth's forehead from Goonies. It's like,
well, no one's going to be allowed to criticize this movie because April's black.
I don't even care.
Yet another redhead that's been taken from us.
No, don't you know she was originally black in the original Black? No, fuck it, shut up. Oh, I don't even want to rehash that stupid ass argument.
Oh, I
provenly
don't.
false argument.
I honestly don't really care. I'm not really a Turtles fan,
I'm a
so
Turtles fan. I'm a Turtles fan. I'm going to give this movie a shot. I just
it's
two
fine.
trailers in and it's not selling me. There's no Shredder in it. But hey, that could be a surprise. They could be waiting for it to come out. But like I said, the title is Mutant Mayhem. If Superfly has, if they don't have Baxter Stockman, it's like you're removing all the fundamental aspects of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story. Baxter Stockman, who created the Mousers and all that other stuff, the Shredder, who's responsible for the ooze and does all that stuff. Bebop and Rocksteady were not in the original Eastman and Laird show or comic book, so they started from the Saturday morning cartoon comics, Ninja Turtles Adventures and stuff like that. That was created. They were created for the kids, and it's like I'm okay with that. That's fine. I just. I'm an old school fan. My the Ninja Turtles I grew up on killed people. They killed the Foot Clan. They weren't robots. They defended themselves, but still,
Oh, don't
just
you? No,
I
they
just
don't. They don't do that now. They just knock them out.
the
They use
Saturday morning cartoon Ninja Turtles couldn't even use their weapons. There was always something else that allowed them to win.
except unless Donnie or like Michelangelo with the blunt ones that like the nunchucks
Yeah.
or the stick.
But no, the Nickelodeon Turtles, the CG Turtles and the animated show before that, no, it was way more violent. It was more for the teen crowd, like the younger adult, the older children,
I really liked
whatever.
the that cartoon movie that came out like
Yeah,
10
that
or
was
so years ago.
fantastic.
Like the immortal dude who was trying to like free his brothers.
Yes, that was fantastic. I'll definitely give that one props. The original live action movie was fantastic. It took story beats from the Eastman and Laird comic book. That was, again, it was very well done. Um, yeah. So I'm going to give. Comes out in 2 months in August. So I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm sure there'll be one more trailer between now and then. So, uh, I'm. I don't know. I don't like the overdone mutants. They're just. It's like Bebop, Rocksteady, and the other mutants. Mondo Gecko and Superfly. Their look, it looks sloppy to me. You know, I'm not saying that the animation is sloppy, but their look, it's too busy or too messy. I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to explain my thoughts. I don't know. And like I
Huh.
said, Jackie Chan as Splinter. I'll have to hear more voice lines from it. I'm not going to sit there. I love the Ninja Turtles, but I'm not going to fucking gush and shill just because the turtles are on my TV. Okay, I'm going to be critical. You know,
Well,
and
you
the
criticize
new.
it.
It's because April's black. Like fuck off. I don't care. I'm going to judge it for what it is and what it's trying to be, not ideological nonsense. It's I said the same thing when I was in my video about How to Train Your Dragon live action. It's like this is textbook fan baiting. Don't fall for it. Talk about it. Here's what they're casting as. What are they going to do with it? Who knows? Because I genuinely think the girl's a good actress. We'll see how she does. Do they need a live action How to Train Your Dragon? No. Thank you, Bugs Bunny, for one of the most overused memes. Like, how old is that cartoon? How could a
Well,
cartoon from 50 years ago be used in memes? No.
well, Bugs Bunny is always relevant.
Yes.
Big Chungus.
Yep. Bisexual, womanizing, adulterer, crossdresser, Bugs Bunny,
They got rid of Pepe Le Pew.
which is fucking stupid. Pepe Le Pew was a womanizer. Yeah, and he always got what he deserved. Pepe Le Pew got his ass beat, but they didn't say anything when Petunia got a cold. Okay, not Petunia. What was the cat's name? I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember, but I know what you're talking about. When she got a cold,
Yeah,
or she
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 had
went
a cold.
crazy.
She couldn't. Her nose was all stopped up, and she went after Pepe like a oh baby. But nobody wants to talk about that shit.
Oh well, I don't really care, man.
Which
It
one are we talking about? Let the kids who saw it as a child graduate high school. What are we talking about, Ark? Because I think we just talked about 3 different shows. Hmm. Could be talking about How to Train Your Dragon. I'll show that to my kids all day, every day.
Oh.
I mean, they're all running. All. Oh yes, I think everybody would rather see How to Train Your Dragon. Just go back and watch the first 3. Go watch How to Train Your Dragon. Go watch the first. Go watch Shrek. Go watch Puss in Boots.
I still haven't
Definitely go
seen.
watch Puss in
I
Boots.
still haven't seen Puss in Boots
You
yet.
have to go see it. Go see it. The Last Wish. Yeah, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is fucking phenomenal. Um,
I've heard good things about it.
yeah, I've heard. Yeah, it's fantastic. It is legitimately fantastic. What was the other? There was How to Train Your Dragon, and there was something else that I can't think of now. Just something you can watch over and over again.
Shrek.
How Kung Fu Panda. Go watch all 3 of those movies. The voices, the actors they got to play the bad guys' voices: Ian McShane, J. Jonah Jameson, and who was the other one?
That's you
No, I
realize
can't remember his
that's
name.
not his
Okay,
real name. That's Spider Man.
I know it's not his real name, but it's
Ruby
the
Patch is a
actor.
Spider Man.
He was in the third one. Oh, who was in the second one?
Fucking J. Jonah Jameson.
That's okay. The bad guy from the second one, the peacock,
Uh huh.
the actor that did his voice is Commissioner Gordon from Nolan's Batman.
I mean,
I know these actors' names.
also
God damn it.
Sirius Black from Harry Potter.
Yes, Sirius Black.
Oh, you got me questioning it now. It's like I'm trying to remember his name.
Gary Oldman.
I'm talking about J. Jonah, the guy.
No.
Fuck, I know his name too. I know it.
Yep.
I love him as a voice actor and as an actor in general.
Do, do,
I
do,
love that
do,
he does those
do.
stupid little. He's even in the Portal games.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
That one, yeah.
J.K. Simmons was the bad guy in the third Kung Fu Panda movie. Fantastic job. Ian McShane in the first one, J.K. Simmons in the third one, and wow, I forgot it already. My brain is malfunctioning. Gary Oldman. I love Gary Oldman.
Our battle
Fantastic
will be
actor.
legendary.
You're
Well,
just a dumb, stupid fat panda. I'm the fat panda. Anyway, okay, we're at the 2-hour mark. Close enough. I'm getting tired. My brain is starting to malfunction. I can't even remember Gary Oldman's name.
starting to.
Ha 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 ha. Nah, I got a little bit of extra work to do before I go to bed, before I get ready for tomorrow.
Yes.
So,
Adjust your mic volume when you record. Damn it.
I don't have a mic volume when I record. It's just a matter of where I place the microphone. See, la 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 la. You probably that was probably such a bad idea. Moving the microphone around while I'm talking. That's got to sound like shit.
Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. If you stuck around for this, us just rambling to ramble.
And hey, if you see it after in the upload, hey, cool. Hang out more
Yeah.
often Wednesday nights.
We'll be here.
So, anyway, I am the Kilted Cajun. This is Hoshiro. We'll see you on the next one. I'm tired.
Same. Later, y'all.
Good night. Where's the button? Good night. Bye bye.